Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Daniels. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. We have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going to the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So look, the kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. Sticking with the running game. Quick spin on the run. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
down attempt for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Thorne. Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his back. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're all their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, catch made. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Boston College offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Important second down play coming up. Toss play to the outside. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for a deep completion. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Boston College. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. Second and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff again. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Handoff to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense. It's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes a handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, you know how it goes in football. When it works out well for the offensive coordinator on 3rd and long on a run play, he's a genius. And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media would be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too conservative of a call. You wonder what they'll do on that next 3rd down.
Looks left and finds his target there. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Strong game by this quarterback. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
To the air, it's Thorne. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 man.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right.
He's got it inside the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
To throw, it's Thorne. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's blood down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
You know, Well, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping them from scoring.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the BC offense is back out on the field now, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. That wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that previous play. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Thorne. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! You're trying to win a playoff game, Kurt. What a boost to get a touchdown off a punt return here.
Yeah, you're right. You're talking about trying to advance to the national championship. It comes down to plays like this that give you a chance to possibly get there. Huge return, great blocking up front to eventually take that one all the way back for a touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball to 44. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
With the catch, it's York. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A completion makes it second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to pass. It's Thorne. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
But Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks.
Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Looking to pass here on second down. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack. The final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They get the second half started with a running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Scanning the field. It's Thorne. Short connection to the tight end here. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Gives it to the back. In the clear at the 25. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He hands it off from the gun. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Boston College now operating in the red zone. Now they'll run a draw play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Looking to pass. It's Thorne. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looks right for a quick completion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. This kickoff team, let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Receiver in motion now. Testing the right side here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Motion now from the tight end. The back's got it. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And now the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
gain makes it 2nd and medium. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. There's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Heading left after the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Third down, out of the shotgun. Throws it to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Dropping back, it's Thorne. Fires it to his target. He's got his man wide open. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Touchdown, Boston College. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Boston College, 35.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Discipline, discipline, discipline. That's the key to this defense right now. Great job against the jet sweep of staying out wide and not giving that receiver much room at all.
Gain sets up a 3rd down play. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third down play for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Thorne. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. He'll hand it off. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And here's the handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
Here's the 2nd down play. Hands off to the left. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
So here we go now. 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia. The Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Boston College offense back out on the field. Remember last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They start the drive giving the ball to the receiver on an end around. Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him at the 48, and that's a first down.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw. It's Thorne. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Ball handed off. But a quick stop by the defense. He just chews, so it's 3rd and 8. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trying to extend the play. Pulls it in. It's Sims. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They'll run it here.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Boston College lines up 1st and goal. They'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood the scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. And they'll get him down that time.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Okay, ready? A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Point after, up and good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Looking right. This one caught. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Ball handed off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. The Dogs will have to punt this one away. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA.